Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are starting off with dirty glasses. I just realized that. That's embarrassing. We're going to start with Legends Arceus. Last night I had to trade my Enamorus. I have two Enamoruses. I kept one in its turtle form and one in its, one in the Therian form and one in the Carnate form. And I had to trade it for a shiny Gossifleur. Now, after I traded it away, I ended up trading for two more to kind of get it back and replace it. One of them was hacked, so we left that one in there. We grabbed the legitimate one, and we're going to go ahead and change its form. And while we're in Legends Arceus, we are going to do some shiny unknown, like peeking. Do I have the looking glass? I do have the reveal glass already. So this is literally just a one and done thing real quick too. So we're gonna go to pasture 32. Swap out the Lilligant. Now it's a turtle. You can take it back. What is out there? Nothing. Cool. But we're gonna do the unknown spawn area where they show up. Yo! 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 She has a shiny male ladybug, a dugong, and a patrat. Yo! Yo, that's crazy. They're gonna have to get back to me because, you know, they live in Australia and their time doesn't match up with mine. However, because I'm up all night streaming and then I get up around noonish, I was just like, just get back to me whenever you can. And, yeah, I'm not in any hurry. We still need Hisui and Sneasel, so I guess we're gonna go check it out. Yay! We're gonna go check it out. We're gonna look for Hisui and Sneasel. A female. Female Hisui and shiny Sneasel. Wow, my brain cannot think right now. Whee! Onward, Pepe. It's Bunny-Reese. We're going to them Irelands. Them Irelands, right? Let's go see if there's an unknown outbreak. We really need one of those. Oh, there's something in there. Please don't be Bronzor. Bronzer. This has not been a good one. Most likely gonna reload and go to the Alabaster Icelands. Let's go look for Sneasel. This is a big one. I feel like we might get like two shinies. Maybe not. Maybe we won't even get one. Oh, we didn't even see the battling chick. Come on, random shiny. Actually, just give us a Hisui and Sneasel female shiny. Give us a very specific one. Is that an Alpha Ralts? It was. So weird. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, it's turning out like last stream. Double making sure we're saving here. Oh my gosh, what is up with all these Celios? There was 3 Celio outbreaks and 2 Sfeel outbreaks. A third of the outbreaks was the Sfeel line. Alright. I'm gonna head back to the village real quick. I'm gonna take a quick break. Try to find a snack to eat. Refill up my water and stuff. So, I'm gonna be right back real quick. We actually just found an outbreak that we needed. I can't believe we found that. Yo. Ruby, just like we got right here, does pop up in the Obsidian Fieldlands. And this is one of the ones we need to cross off the list for our shiny living dex. Or they could have a new horde forming. Once you scare them all away, there's a chance for new hordes to form. Sometimes it'll be alpha forms of the Pokemon, and other times it'll be the evolved form. So if a new horde forms and it's Cherim, that's gonna be a little sad. Come on, run away. If this doesn't turn out well, I'm definitely gonna switch over to Violet. There's, I'll probably end up breaking a Sparkling Power sandwich for fairies to look for like Florges. I need Flabébé and Floette, but they're so tiny, they're hard to see. I think I might want to breed for those. Yeah, alright, that was my friend. I asked her if she, because a lot of Go players get shinies like it's nothing. So I asked some of the players, Pokemon Go players in my Pokemon group on Facebook, if they have some of these shinies. I was looking for Dugong, Ladybug, and Patrat, because they're not in Sword and Shield or, as far as I know, Scarlet and Violet and Legends. I think they are in BDSP. I think Dugong is, but I was asking, and she was like, "Isn't it just easier to hunt them in Gen 7?" And I was like, "I don't have a DS at the moment. My friend borrowed it and never gave it back, along with a handful of other games." And she was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." And I was like, "Yep, I'm kind of in a bind. I can't hunt anything past Gen 8, or before Gen 8. I can't go. It sucks." Yo, dude, I have. Let me kind of like paint the picture. It was 2 years ago. Sword and Shield came out, and my friend from high school, like I've known him for years. He never gave me any reason to not trust him or anything. Like he's borrowed my DS before and stuff. He had to send his Switch in to get it fixed. Like it was like just messing up really bad, and he had to send it into Nintendo to get it fixed. And while he was waiting to get his Switch sent back, he kept complaining that he didn't have anything to play and asked if he could borrow my DS. Now my DS was my prized possession. It was the new 3DS Galaxy version. I had a custom Galaxy skin for it, a clear hard shell carrying case. I had digital versions of gold, silver, crystal, yellow, blue, like random other games that you can't download anymore that it's not in the store. I think I had like Severed and a bunch of other games downloaded onto it. Omega Ruby, he borrowed. My Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, Sun and Moon, and a bunch of other games. And I just was like, yeah, here. I was like, don't play this one or this one because I have my current files on it. And I was like, but any other games that you play, I was like, here's the thing. You can play them or whatever, but I get to keep the Pokemon you catch off of it. I was like, they're still my games and everything. And I was like, just, you play through, you kill time. Kind of does me a favor. I don't have to go, catching and playing through these storylines again. He was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. He didn't care nothing about it. So a few months go by, and I asked him if he got a Switch back, and he didn't. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's fine. So he was still playing it at that time. A few more months go by, and he says something like him and his girlfriend are going through a move. So then he ends up saying that like the DS ended up getting packed up with a bunch of other stuff. And he was like, oh, it's in something, blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just like wait for you guys to unpack your stuff and find it or whatever. A few more months go by. This is almost a year now. This is like 8 or 10 months at this point. And he was just telling me, he's like, yeah, it's probably in storage. And, we still have a lot of stuff that we didn't get moved into the house. And after a year, like after it had been a year, I keep bugging him about it. I kept, still to this day. And so I kept asking him about it, and he was like, yeah, me and his girlfriend said they split up and all this other stuff. And it was just like excuse after excuse. And what ended up tipping me over the edge is because I kept asking him about it, and another year had gone by. Like, I'll wait like a month or two. Like, I'll wait like, 6 weeks or so. I'll give him some time, and like maybe he'll remember on his own, so I don't keep bugging him about it. And he told me he found it. So he told me he found it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I got super excited or whatever. And I didn't ask to because I don't know, I give people the benefit of the doubt. I didn't ask for any pictures or anything. I was just like so excited that he said he finally found it. And I was like, yeah, blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah, I'll be able to ship it out the day after tomorrow or some whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And so I had an idea, and it was kind of like a sneaky thing on my part, but I was like, I'm not gonna give him the address until he asks for it, so that way I know that he sent it, right? And because I was just like, I just want to make sure he sends it. Well, he messaged me the next day, and he was like, hey, I sent it out. And that's when a red flag went up. And I was like, hey, I never gave you my new address because I had moved. I don't live in my old hometown anymore. And he goes, wait, you didn't? I'm like, no. And he goes, oh, well, I'll have to call them and get the address changed or whatever, because I gave him the new address. And he's like, I'll call him or whatever. And I dude, at that moment, like, I knew there was two chances. Either he was lying or that he fucked up and he was trying to send it to an old address that he knew me by. So then I was like, dude, give me the post office that you went to. I'm going to call them. I'm going to call my post office. Give me the tracking number that you got, because it's in a package. You'll get a tracking number. And after I asked for all that stuff, homie blocked me. Like, he blocked me, like, online and stuff. And come to find out, after I contacted his baby mama and stuff, because me and her were friends in high school. It wasn't just him I was friends with. I was friends with her too. And she was like, yeah, he said he lied to you that he found it because he was getting annoyed that you kept asking about it. And I tried to explain to her, I was like, you don't understand. I spent so much money and time on that DS. Like, I've bonded with it. And I was like, I'm not going to forget about it. And I was like, of course I'm going to keep asking him about it. There's almost $1,000 worth of stuff with that DS. The DS itself is like worth, I think, $300 or $400. I think like $300 for the new 3DS Galaxy. But all the digital stuff that you can't download on the home store or e-store anymore, and everything else, like, I added it up. Like, it was around like $870 something, and that wasn't including like the 120 gig stick and stuff that I got for it at the time. Dude, I swear, like, people were telling me, oh, he sold it, right? So that was the thing. I was telling myself he sold it. He was down on his luck and he needed money. And so I put him on blast. The second he blocked me, I went online to all of our friends on Facebook and was like, yo, so-and-so is a thief. They took my stuff. Don't help them. Don't give them anything. Don't lend them anything. Everyone went, like, all of our friends that was in our friend circle was like, yo, what? And then, like, he messaged his baby mama to message me and was like, oh, he's mad about the post. I'm like, yeah, I bet he's mad about the post. I'm mad about my DS. It's been 2 years. And I was like, everyone was saying that, like, they were like, oh, where's he work? Where's he live? And he was getting scared for a second. And then, like, I felt kind of bad. We ended up talking about it afterwards. He ended up unblocking me. He swears up and down, like, on everything that he didn't sell it. He goes, I was working at the time. I didn't need money. I wouldn't have sold it. It's definitely somewhere. He did lose it. You're right. He did lose it. He did lose it, and he felt really bad because he really didn't understand, like, how much that DS meant to me. I took it everywhere. And I literally maxed out over 1,000 hours on my Ultra Moon. Like, the hour counter, it was at 900 and I think, 999 hours and 59 minutes. Like, it maxed out. I realized the timer wouldn't go up anymore. So I had over 1,000 hours on one game alone. And I just don't think he realized, like, how much all that stuff, like, really meant to me. But I think he has an idea now, because, like, we really hashed it out and I kind of, like, really laid into him about it. But his girlfriend's mom recently passed away, and that was, like, at the tail end of all this stuff. And so I kind of, like, eased off the throttle because I didn't want to give any of them any more stress. But they all know now how much it meant to me. I think they're kind of, like, getting the idea. So I think he really does want to, like, find it. And he said if he can't find it, he's gonna replace it. And I told him, don't replace it, man. I was like, don't replace it. It's not gonna be the same. I can't get all the stuff that I have back. And if you replace it and find my original later, then you could just keep my original. Like, I don't want that. Like, I was like, don't replace it. I was like, if you don't ever find it, you don't ever find it. But I was like, I just want you to know, like, how hard you hit me with that blow, dude. Like, I trusted him, man. I honestly thought I was gonna get it back, like, maybe a couple months at most. But it's been 2 years now. And all of this just recently got resolved, like, 4 weeks ago. It was like, maybe, like 3 weeks ago. I think it's only been, like, about 2 or 3 weeks. But, man, dude, it was crazy. I still have, like, all the pictures and stuff, like, of my DS and stuff, man. Like, all the games and everything. Like, and he was like, I thought I gave it back to you. And I'm like, no, I keep my Switch games in a Pokédex thing, and every time I'm done with a game, I put it back in here. Like, I'm super meticulous and OCD, especially when it comes. That's why I play Pokemon. I have OCD. I collect them and organize them in little tiny little boxes. That like gets me off. Like, I get excited and happy doing that. Like, that's my thing. Like, I love organizing stuff. And like I've been doing that since like Diamond and Pearl days. That's when I started my first living dex, since the GTS was like made a local thing like 16 years ago. Yeah, no, it was a trip. It definitely was. Man, if I can get that stuff back though, I'd be on point. I'd have so many games at my disposal I could shiny hunt in. I'd be able to hopefully like hook up my DS to a capture card, and I want to do some sun and moon hunts. Honestly, I've been playing Legends Arceus way too much, and I love that Scarlet and Violet's got DLC coming out in a couple months. But I pretty much did almost everything, dude. There's literally like four or five Pokemon left in Scarlet and Violet, DLC included, that I can shiny hunt, and then I'll literally have all the Pokemon. It's crazy. And just like in Legends Arceus, once I get Cherubi and Luminion, oh wait, Sneasel too. I had a shiny Hisui and Sneasel, and I traded it because I thought it was an extra one. I'm so mad about that. I do too. I really hope I get it. I'm holding out hope. He seemed sincere, like he was gonna look for it. So I'm crossing my fingers. Fingers crossed. But once I catch those 3 in Legends, oh wait, no. Okay, there's still quite a few because I still need a Burmy. I need a female Burmy and unknown. There's a lot of unknown letters that I still need. Did it count it? Yeah, I counted it. That's like the main reason I keep coming back to Legends, is because of all the unknown. Oh, it's inside. There is an unknown outbreak, possibly. It's either unknown or Bronzor. How did I not notice that? I had Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and before that, they had a shiny event, Arceus, that was in Japan, and because I had a Pokemon group, I was able to trade for a lot of Japanese event Pokemon. I ended up getting shiny Arceus. I think I ended up getting a shiny Darkrai. But they're all in event Cherish Balls though, so I can't like deposit them in home because they all have the event ribbon. But like, I'll have to show you. There's a few of them, but I had them since like Sun and Moon days. And that was the thing too, when I had Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I was looking at like the Pokemon and I was like, I had Sword and Shield at the time. I was like, most of these Pokemon I could just get in Sword and Shield, and I was like, I kind of don't need anything in here. One of the only shinies that I found, I kind of just went out of my way for. Oop, I can go to filter and then go to. Oh, it was in Pearl version. I was in the forest, and you can do 2 encounters at a time. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just see what kind of shinies I can run into. So I just did the double encounter, kept going, and the first and only shiny I found was a Mischievous. And then, like I said, I ended up selling the game. I beat the game though, like I beat it and stuff. I just wish they had like more of like Platinum's aspect. I think instead of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they should have done like a Platinum version. So that was the thing, like the dex in Legends was such a pain. The first time I was playing Legends Arceus, it was like a brand new game. It was so like enticing, and like filling out the Pokedex didn't seem like a chore. It was fun. No other game, like before, you just had to catch it and it registered it. No other game had you like do tasks to fill out the Pokedex. So it was really cool because like brand new into the game, I was like looking for items, I was crafting nonstop and all this other stuff. The second time, after I started a new game and I dropped all the Pokemon because I have living decks, I can just drop them in. I dropped them all in. It it filled out the dex, and it brought me up to rank 4 right away. I never left Obsidian Fieldlands until I was rank 7, so that way all Pokemon can obey me, and then I can just take level 100s and kind of plow through the game. I did that, and it still took me 4 days of basically non-stop playing to fill out the dex to get the shiny charm. Like, I'm not kidding. It was one of the biggest pains, and like having to like go to all these Pokemon, and times you've seen it use Mimic, or you have to catch him, or you know, it's just it was so tedious. It was so painful, and I was like, never again. Never again. But I told myself, I was like, maybe after I get all the Pokemon that I need with the shiny charm in Legends Arceus, unknown included, I might start a new game. Yes, baby Pokemon are the worst. That makes it a little easier if you're stocked up on food, because a lot of baby Pokemon get double points for feeding. Munchlax is notorious for eating a lot, though. I think you have to feed it like 25 times or something. Oh, 20. If you just want to max it out, 20. But I wanted the shiny charm because after you get the shiny charm, the outbreak numbers increase. So this is like an average outbreak. You got like 4, 5, there's 8, 9, 10, there's 10. After you get the shiny charm, you get bigger outbreaks that'll have up to 15 on them, and you'll get higher chances of alphas popping up. So they actually, like, after you like max out everything, they actually have their own like little cutscene and everything, like congratulating you and like giving you the shiny charm and stuff like that. Like, they make a deal out of it just because you actually have to like fill out the dex, and it actually alters the game having the shiny charm. Like, it really does increase finding shinies like that much. You know, one stream we were just flying around, literally just flying around, and I think I pulled like 8 shinies in 2 hours. But as soon as the GTS was available back in the day on Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum on the DS, dude, it was over. So on my old Emerald version, you can clone Pokemon legitimately in the game. If you go to the Battle Frontier and go to the far right PC on that island, you can clone your Pokemon 5 at a time. And I did a 2-month soft reset for a shiny Rayquaza, and I cloned the hell out of it. And I brought them all up through Pal Park. I think I had almost 2 boxes. I had like 55 of them or something like that. It was really crazy. I forgot where I stopped at because I could only do 5 at a time. So I think it was 55. And that was the first time I finished my first living dex. I literally was trading those shiny Rayquazas for Pokemon I couldn't get and needed, and literally built my first living dex. And that's shortly after Black and White came out. I started working on a living shiny dex because I had over, I think, 50 or 60 shinies, and I was like, I want to see them all, just like my living dex. So, and that's kind of like the story of like how my living dex expedition like started. But that was like 16 years ago. It's just so disheartening to not hear a shiny jingle. Yeah, Pokemon's always had really great music, in my opinion. I think Gen 4 and 5 had really good music. I say Gen 4 and 5, that's because like Gen 3 was on the GBA, so when they finally made that jump over to the DS, they were able to like do so much more with the sound, and it shows too. If there's anyone that knows the pain of discontinued Pokemon online games, it's me. The fact that the eShop on the DS is no longer available, and neither is Pokemon Bank for download, is really scary to me. because that means that if I do not ever get my DS back, it's gonna be really hard for me to ever get connected back with Pokemon Bank. I'd have to buy someone else's Switch with, or not Switch, someone else's DS with bank connection, and that just feels gross. Like, just saying that feels gross. It was someone else's Pokemon Bank, and I'm like, oh no. I'm just mulling over if I want to hop on Scarlet or Violet. Violet's the one where all my stuff is. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh yeah, and I was all right. You'll hear me debate this, and this might actually become a thing later, but I believe I was the first person in the world to find a shiny Poltchageist. Now, the only reason I think that's true is because not even 90 minutes after the DLC came out, everyone else was like playing the story, playing the game. I don't know what compelled me to, but I just wanted to explore. I didn't want anything to do with the story. I didn't want nothing to do with it. And I wanted to explore. The first chance I got, I went exploring and then found a Poltchageist. Now, I knew Poltchageist was somewhat of a important Pokemon because they had a whole Pokemon like event thing, or like an announcement. You know, it was like a spotlight, Poltchageist spotlight hour, not hour, but like spotlight thing. Like they put it on like display and stuff. I knew it was an important Pokemon. The second I saw I saw a Poltchageist, I stopped and I dropped a level 3 sparkling grass sandwich. Or ghost. I can't remember which one. It was one or the other. And I was just like, I want to be one of the first ones, right? I want to be one of the first ones to get it. It was completely by chance. Oh yeah. I have video. I has a video for sure. And after I popped the sandwich, no one in the world knew what a shiny Poltchageist looked like. Let me be so clear on that. No one knew what it looked like. We had no idea what to look for. If you looked up shiny Poltchageist at the time, there was like blue colorings, red colorings, yellow. People were trying to like guess what it could look like. I completely found it by mistake. After I popped my sandwich, about 4 minutes into my sandwich, I ran over a random Poltchageist and it sparkled. I freaked out. I ran away. I saved the game. After I clipped it and tried to like catch it and all this stuff, it killed itself multiple times using Memento. And I finally caught one and posted up all the videos and stuff. There was one guy who on YouTube claimed that he had the first one. I went to his thing and I kind of like protested it a little bit. It's like, okay, well, I kind of think maybe I might have caught mine before you. And he sent me to his Twitter page where he was like, oh, I posted the video after I caught it. His video on Twitter was posted at 11:02 p.m. where mine was uploaded at like 10:48 or something like that, and I had already caught it. So there's a timestamp on my Switch too that I could show. So I was like, let me find it, because yeah, no, it was crazy. Is this it? Yes, this is it right here. This is the infamous clip, and I put this. I know. Yes, true. That is very true. There's no way to actually ever know, but there is a way to be the first one to post evidence, and that's what I claim. I claim to be the first live on YouTube. That's what I claim. The first publicly posted, caught live shiny Poltchageist. And as far as I'm concerned, no one has been able to go further back in time than I have. And here's proof of that. If I go to sharing and editing, you can see that this clip was taken at 10:38 p.m. even earlier than what I posted my video at like 10:40 something, way before the guy claiming to have the first one posted his at 11 something p.m. But this was the clip right here, and no one knew what a shiny looked like, right? So I thought it was gonna be like a bright color, kind of like how Sinisty's is different. But did you see it? Did you see it in the grass? Cause I didn't see it. I swear to God, and like it was just by a fluke. If I had seen that, I wouldn't have thought it was shiny. There's no way, because I didn't know what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was like gonna stand out and pop. And then right here, right in between those trees that I'm heading towards, you can see it a little bit in the grass above the purple patch of flowers right here. But other than that, when I get closer, it disappears right there. I can't see it. So I'm literally flying or driving up to look at the one flying to the right of the trees. Like I'm going up to check that one. And like I was like, oh, I'll go in between the trees, and then I turn and literally step on possibly the world's first shiny. I don't know if you were here that stream, but I found like the easiest way to shiny hunt Finizen. I literally pulled, look, if you look at right here, I pulled like 12 of them in one stream. Yeah, no, we've gotten some pretty crazy ones on stream before. I think I've gone for, there was like one where I got like 3 or 4 different Glimmets. Only because there's a particular spot where you can shiny hunt Glimmets that are... So that's the thing, is I've been playing this game so long, like I'm starting to like find specific spots that are perfect for like hunting specific Pokemon in. Okay, yeah. Here's the authentic one. I forgot what I had the tint up to. I think I had it all the way to green. If you have the tint all the way to green, there it is. Then it's a lot easier to see. But if you can't, that's the shiny right next to me. Oh wait, oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yo, this is so funny. That was mine. So what I was doing is I had the tint. I was playing with the tint, and this is right here. I forgot I did this and captured it. So that's what I was doing right here, and I was looking and I was comparing these two, and I was like, I need to see the difference. The color difference. And I don't know if you can see it right now or not, but it's so subtle. And when I had the tint, I was like, all right, I'm studying it. Like, okay, yeah. All right, cool. All right, I got it. And I pull my Pokemon back because I'm like, all right, I got it drilled into my head. And I literally run down here, and the next one I see was a shiny right there. I literally couldn't. I was just like, there's no way. And I literally sent my shiny out to battle it. So this is like the battle of the shinies. Did I really? Yeah, right? Dude. First try throw, full health too. I was just like, yeah. Wait for it. Bam, Artisan form. Artisan form shiny. And yes, I did end up getting 2 of them. This is the other one. I forgot what I was doing here too. Actually, this is kind of interesting for me to watch some of these back too, because I actually don't remember. Oh, was I picnic resetting? Really? Oh yeah, because I could keep them like confined to that area, so I could get all 15 to spawn in a row and then just kind of like run down the line and check them. Oh, that was the shiny. That one right there on the left. I was literally on my way to an outbreak on this one too. And I forgot which outbreak, but I'm heading towards the flag, but I'm just kind of picking up items like on my way to the flag. Because, like, you know, I'm an item hoarder. And I always have to check Mimikyu because they're so subtle. So went to kill the Mimikyu, and then bam, shiny Toadcurl just pops up randomly. Yeah, right here. This is the Glimmet outbreak thing. So there's a particular spot in the map that if you have a Glimmet outbreak, it looks like this when you're in the back corner. Oop, wrong way. And did one pop in? Okay, I don't think so. So what you do is you pretty much go up here and you pop a picnic and you run all the way back, and then yeah, you can literally see all 15 spawn up, but only in that spot in particular. I think one of the coolest shinies that I ended up getting, and it's not even in here, is my shiny Iron Thorns. I ended up getting an encounter for one, and I was like, dude, green's my favorite color, and this is the only green Future Paradox Pokemon, and Tyranitar's a really cool one. I saved the game after I did the sandwich, and I was like, I don't care if I waste a whole sandwich just for one shiny, because this one's really, really cool. So I saved it, and it took me forever. It took me forever, but because I only have one. They only give you one Beast Ball per playthrough, and I think it took me like 6 times throwing it. But I got a shiny Iron Thorns and a Beast Ball, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, blah blah blah. It has a mark. I got a shiny Iron Thorns and a Beast Ball with a mark, and it's like Iron Thorns the Pompous. So it has like a mark, and the mark is a rose. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to Violetto. Ooh, what to do. I guess we could... Oh, man. But I'm running out of Herba Mystica. That's why I kind of wanted to do the raids. I'm not here for any shiny Larvesta. I'm here for shiny sparkles. Does it give moonstones out at night and sunstones during the day? Or is it just this half of the desert gives moonstones and the other half gives sunstones? I saw that coming a mile away. Okay, no, there's a sunstone. I'm just hoping we get over 100,000. I'm gonna have so many evolution stones to sell. That's where most of my money is gonna come from, I'm sure. I think that's pretty much it. I think I've pretty much hit the desert. 157,000. We're up to 3.3 mil. Hit kind of a dead end. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the episode here. So we are going to stop recording, and I'm gonna try to figure out where to go from here. So see you guys later.